Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Career Prep. Today we learn how to solve a few ratio and proportion problems that are asked in competitive exams. Since questions based on this topic are most frequently asked in competitive exams, it makes sense to understand the concept well. These questions are the ones where marks can be scored easily if practiced well. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. The salaries of A, B and C are in the ratio of 1:2:3. The salary of B and C together is rupees 6,000. By what percent is the salary of C more than that of A? Here you are given four options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. So here you are given the salaries of A, B and C are in the ratio of 1:2:3. So the salaries of A, B and C are X, 2X and 3X respectively. It's given that the salary of B and C together is 6,000. So 2x plus 3x is 6,000. When you solve this, you'll get the value of x as 1,200. Now we are asked to find the what percent is the salary of C more than that of A. So first let's find out A and C's salary. Now A's salary is X, which is 1,200 rupees, and C's salary is 3X, which is 3 multiplied by 1,200, which is 3,600. Since the value of X is 1,200. Now the difference between A and C's salary is 3,600 minus 1,200, which is 2,400 rupees. So the percentage excess of C's salary over A's salary is equal to 2,400 multiplied by 100 divided by 1,200. Now here you have to understand one point. Here in the question we are asked to find what percent is the salary of C more than that of A. So C's salary is compared to that of A. So A's salary will be in the denominator. Supposing the question was by what percent is the salary of A more than that of C, then A's salary would have been compared with that of C's salary. Then C's salary would have been in the denominator. So since in this question we have to find the percent, what percent is the salary of C more than that of A, A's salary is in the denominator. So percent excess of C's salary over A's salary is 2,400 multiplied by 100 divided by 1,200. On solving we get 200%. So C's salary is 200% more than that of A. The correct answer is option B, 200%. The number of oranges in 3 baskets are in the ratio of 3:4:5. In which ratio the number of oranges in first 2 baskets must be increased so that the new ratio becomes 5:4:3. You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that originally the number of oranges in the 3 baskets are in the ratio of 3:4:5. So B1 is to B2 is to B3 is equal to 3x is to 4x is to 5x. It's given that now the new ratio is 5:4:3. So B1 is to B2 is to B3 is equal to 5y is to 4y is to 3y. Since there's an increase in number of oranges in the first 2 baskets only, it means that the number of oranges remain constant in the third basket. So 5x will be equal to 3y. So if 5x is equal to 3y, this means x is equal to 3y by 5. Now substitute the value of x in the original ratio. 3x is to 4x is to 5x. So 3 multiplied by 3y by 5 is 9y by 5. 4 multiplied by 3y by 5 is 12y by 5. 5 multiplied by 3y by 5 is 15y by 5. Since the three denominators are the same, you can cancel them out and you're left with the ratio 9y is to 12y is to 15y. Now, since the number of oranges remains constant in the third basket, multiply the new ratio 5y is to 4y is to 3y with 5. You will get 25y is to 20y is to 15y. So you can see now that the number of oranges has increased from 9y to 25 in the first basket. The number of oranges has increased from 12y to 20y in the second basket. And the number of oranges in the third basket has remained constant. Therefore, increment in the first basket is 25 minus 9, which is 16, and increment in the second basket is 20 minus 12, which is 8. Thus, the required ratio is 16 is to 8, which on simplifying we get 2 is to 1. So, the ratio in which the number of oranges in the first two baskets must be increased is 2 is to 1. So the correct answer is option B, 2 is to 1. A sum of rupees 312 was divided among 100 boys and girls in such a way that each boy gets 3 rupees 60 paisa and each girl gets 2 rupees 40 paisa. What is the number of girls? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Since we do not know the number of boys and girls, let's X be the number of boys and Y be the number of girls. It's given that the total number of boys and girls is 100. So X plus Y is equal to 100. This is the first equation. Now it's given that each boy gets 3 rupees 60 paisa and each girl gets 2 rupees 40 paisa. Now since there are X number of boys, the total amount got by the boys is 3.60x. Since there are Y number of girls, the total amount got by the girls will be 2.40y rupees. Now it's given that the amount given to 100 boys and girls is rupees 312. So 3.60x plus 2.40y is equal to 312. This is the second equation. Now we are asked to find the number of girls. So we have to eliminate the boys here. So multiply the first equation with 3.60. On multiplying the first equation with 3.60, we get 3.60x plus 3.60y is equal to 360. Now the second equation is 3.60x plus 2.40y is equal to 312. Now if you subtract the second equation from the first equation, you can eliminate the boys here and you're left with 1.20y is equal to 48. On solving, you get y is equal to 40. So number of girls is 40. The correct answer is option B, 40. A and B invest rupees 8,000 and rupees 9,000 in a business. After 4 months, A withdraws half of his capital and 2 months later, B withdraws 1/3 of his capital. In what ratio should they share the profits at the end of the year? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that A and B invest rupees 8,000 and rupees 9,000. After 4 months, A withdraws half of his capital. So half of 8,000 is 4,000 rupees. So he withdraws 4,000 rupees after 4 months, and the remaining amount is 4,000 rupees. Since the profits are shared at the end of the year, A's investment is 8,000 rupees for 4 months and 4,000 rupees for the next 8 months of the year. Now it's also given that B withdraws 1/3 of his capital 2 months after A withdraws. So B withdraws 1/3 of his capital after 6 months. Now 1/3 of his capital is 9,000 divided by 3, which is 3,000. So B withdraws 3,000 rupees after 6 months. So the remaining amount is 6,000 rupees. Since the profits are shared at the end of the year, B's investment is rupees 9,000 for 6 months and rupees 6,000 for the next 6 months of the year. Now you know that profit is shared in the ratio of their capital. So let's find the ratio A is to B. This will be 8,000 multiplied by 4 plus 4,000 multiplied by 8 for A. For B, it will be 9,000 multiplied by 6 plus 6,000 multiplied by 6. On solving, we get 64,000 is to 90,000, which on simplification will give us 32 is to 45. So the profit is shared in the ratio of 32 is to 45. So the correct answer is option C, 32 is to 45. The ratio of male and female in a city is 7 is to 8 respectively, and percentage of children among male and female is 25 and 20 respectively. If the number of adult females is 1,56,800, what is the total population of the city? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now, since you have to find the total population of the city, assume that the total population is P. It's given that the ratio of male and female in the city is 7 is to 8. So, the sum of the terms of the ratio is 7 plus 8, which is 15. This means male population is 7p by 15 and female population is 8p by 15. Now it's given that the percentage of children among the male and female is 25% and 20%. This means adult male and female percentage is 75% and 80%. So now we know that the total female population is 8p by 15 and 80% of the total female population is adult females. But it's given that adult females is 1,56,800. So 80% multiplied by 8p upon 15 is equal to 1,56,800. On solving, we get P is equal to 3,67,500. Therefore, the total population of the city is 3,67,500. The correct answer is option B, 3,67,500. The concentration of petrol in 3 different mixtures of petrol and kerosene is 1 by 2, 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 respectively. If 2 liters, 3 liters and 1 liter are taken from these 3 different vessels and mixed, what is the ratio of petrol and kerosene in the new mixture? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the concentration of petrol in vessel A is 1 by 2. In vessel B, the concentration of petrol is 3 by 5, and in vessel C, the concentration of petrol is 4 by 5. Now it's given that 2 liters is taken from vessel A. So the quantity of petrol taken from A is equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 1 liter. So 1 liter out of 2 liters is petrol. Now it's given that 3 liters is taken from vessel B. So the quantity of petrol taken from B is equal to 3 by 5 multiplied by 3, which is 1.8 liters. So 1.8 liters out of 3 liters is petrol. Now it's given that 1 liter is taken from vessel C. So quantity of petrol taken from C is equal to 4 by 5 multiplied by 1, which is 0.8 liters. So 0.8 liters out of 1 liter is petrol. So the total petrol taken out from vessels A, B and C is equal to 1 plus 1.8 plus 0.8, which is 3.6 liters. Now it's given that 2 liters is taken from vessel A, 3 liters is taken from vessel B and 1 liter is taken from vessel C. So total amount taken is 6 liters. Now we know that total petrol taken out from the 3 vessels is 3.6 liters and total amount taken from the 3 vessels is 6 liters. So quantity of kerosene is 6 minus 3.6, which is 2.4 liters. So total quantity of petrol is 3.6 liters and total quantity of kerosene is 2.4 liters. Thus, the ratio of petrol to kerosene is 3.6 divided by 2.4, which is 3 by 2, which is nothing but 3 is to 2. So, the ratio of petrol to kerosene is 3 is to 2. So, the correct answer is option B, 3 is to 2. The wages of laborers in a factory increases in the ratio 22 is to 25 and there was a reduction in the number of laborers in the ratio 15 is to 11. Find the original wage bill if the present bill is rupees 5,000. You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the ratio of increase of wages is 22 is to 25. Ratio of decrease of laborers is 15 is to 11. So compound ratio of wages and laborers is 22 multiplied by 15 is to 25 multiplied by 11, which is nothing but 330 is to 275. So 330 is the original compound wage, whereas 275 is the present compound wage. Now it's given that the present bill is rupees 5,000. So for 275 compound wages, bill is 5,000 rupees. So for 330 compound wages, bill will be 5,000 divided by 275 multiplied by 330, which is nothing but rupees 6,000. So the original wage bill is rupees 6,000 and the correct answer is option B, rupees 6,000. In a competitive exam, the number of passed students was 4 times the number of failed students. If there had been 35 fewer appeared students and 9 more had failed, the ratio of passed and failed students would have been 2 is to 1. Then what is the total number of students who appeared for the exam? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the number of passed students was 4 times the number of failed students. So let the number of failed students be x. Then number of passed students will be 4x. So total number of students who appeared for the exam will be 5x. Now it's given that if 35 fewer students had appeared for the exam, this means total number of students would be 5x minus 35 who had appeared for the exam. And 9 more had failed means number of failed students would be x plus 9. So passed students would be 5x minus 35 minus x plus 9, which is nothing but 4x minus 35 minus 9. Now it's given that the new ratio of passed and failed students is 2 is to 1. So 4x minus 35 minus 9 divided by x plus 9 is equal to 2 by 1. On solving, we get x is equal to 31. Now we know that the total number of students who appeared for the exam was 5x. Since x is equal to 31, 5x will be equal to 5 multiplied by 31, which is 155. So 155 students appeared for the exam. So the correct answer is option C, 155. Seats for mathematics, physics and biology in a school are in the ratio 5 is to 7 is to 8. There is a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50% and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio of the increased seats? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the seats for mathematics, physics and biology in the school are in the ratio 5 is to 7 is to 8. So the number of seats for mathematics, physics and biology is 5x, 7x and 8x respectively. It's also given that there's a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50% and 75% for mathematics, physics and biology respectively. So the number of increased seats for mathematics, physics and biology is 140% of 5x, 150% of 7x and 175% of 8x respectively. This means 140 by 100 multiplied by 5x, 150 by 100 multiplied by 7x and 175 by 100 multiplied by 8x. On solving we get 7x, 21x and 14x. So the number of increased seats for mathematics is 7x, for physics it is 21x by 2 and for biology it is 14x. So the required ratio is 7x is to 21x by 2 is to 14x. But in the options we have only whole numbers. So we'll convert this ratio into whole numbers. So LCM of the denominators is 1 to 1 is 2. So required ratio is 14x is to 21x is to 28x. You can cancel out the x here and on simplification you get the ratio as 2 is to 3 is to 4. So the ratio of the increased seats is 2 is to 3 is to 4 and the correct answer is option A, 2 is to 3 is to 4. The ratio of the angles of a triangle is 3 is to 4 is to 5. The three angles of a quadrilateral is equal to three angles of this triangle. What is the sum of the largest and the smallest angle of the quadrilateral? You are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the ratio of the angles of a triangle is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So the sum of the terms of the ratio is 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 12. We know that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So the angles of the triangle are 3 by 12 multiplied by 180, which is 45 degrees. 4 by 12 multiplied by 180 degrees, which is 60 degrees. 5 by 12 multiplied by 180, which is 75 degrees. So the three angles of the triangle are 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 75 degrees. Now we know that the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. It's given that the three angles of the quadrilateral is equal to the three angles of the given triangle. So the three angles of the quadrilateral are 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 75 degrees. And the fourth angle is equal to 360 minus 45 plus 60 plus 75, which is 180 degrees. So the four angles of the quadrilateral are 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degrees and 180 degrees. Now we are asked to find the sum of the largest and the smallest angle of the quadrilateral. The largest angle of the quadrilateral is 180 degrees and the smallest angle of the quadrilateral is 45 degrees. Hence, the sum of the largest and smallest angle of the quadrilateral is 180 plus 45, which is 225 degrees. So the correct answer is option A, 225 degrees. Paint needs to be thinned to a ratio of 2 parts paint to 1.5 parts water. The painter has by mistake added water so that he has 6 liters of paint, which is half water and half paint. What must he add to make the proportions of the mixture correct? Here you are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that at the moment the painter has 6 liters of paint, which is half water and half paint. This means at the moment the painter has 6 liters of paint, which is 3 liters of paint and 3 liters of water. He needs to add paint or water to this to make the new ratio 2 liters paint to 1.5 liters water. Now 2 is to 1.5 is equivalent to 4 is to 3. So now it's clear that there is the right amount of water. He just needs to add 1 liter of paint to make it correct. So if the painter adds 1 liter of paint, then the paint will contain 4 liters of paint and 3 liters of water, which is the exactly the proportion required. So the correct answer is option A, 1 liter paint. The ratio of pens and pencils in a shop is 3 is to 2 respectively. The average number of pens and pencils is 180. What is the number of pencils in the shop? Here you are given 4 options and you have to find out which of these options is the correct one. Now it's given that the ratio of pens and pencils is 3 is to 2. So number of pens is 3x and number of pencils is 2x. It's also given that the average number of pens and pencils is 180. So average number of pens and pencils is 3x plus 2x divided by 2 is equal to 180. On solving we get x is equal to 72. Now we are asked to find the number of pencils in the shop. We know that the number of pencils is 2x. Since x is 72, 2x will be 2 multiplied by 72, which is 144. So there are 144 pencils in the shop. The correct answer is option D, 144. Viewers, please go through this video till you have understood the concept. Practice more problems on this topic to increase your speed and to also understand the concept thoroughly. Please do watch our videos on the topic partnership. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.